Hello everyone and welcome back to Star Stable Online, where I am here with Rosestone, who is feeling extremely fancy in the brand new gold gear that she has got. Look at that, do please pay attention. Look, she's like, yes, I'm feeling quite elegant. Look at the delicate details of the gear that she's currently got on. Oh my gosh, and the new outfit I have? This is certainly quite the amazing day. And it is also an amazing day because it is a continuation of the date that our wonderful Thistledown and Twilight Sprinkle Star Sky Pelt, the beautiful pretty bunny who allowed herself to be named by a very young girl who wandered the Everwind fields on a picnic with her family one day. They're currently on a date, hopefully having a great time. I just spent a scary amount of star coins to go ahead and deck us out so fancy, but Rosestone does feel that since, you know, with all of the beautiful banners everywhere, this is clearly her day, that we should do our part to help the open house and be a true success. Not to mention, I'm kind of in love with all of it and can't wait to listen to more of that music. Also, there's so many familiar faces here. Loretta, hey! Typical Josh, we allow him to tag along with us and all he does is moan and whine about the lack of stinky cowboys and sloppy loping horses on their foreheads. Oh my gosh. There are rumors that Annie von Blyson is back in Jorvik. I hope we'll know the truth about what happened. I'm just so glad she's safe. Loretta is too, even if she won't admit it. She worships Annie. Haha! Well, Annie, I know, is a big figure for many of you who are further along in Star Stable than I am. But soon, my friends, the adventures will continue, and I will finally catch up on the quest. That's my dream of the summer, actually, is to really make progress on the main story quest so that I, too, can understand what all the drama is about. Josh, how are you doing? Howdy! Loretta and Tan tricked me into coming here. Even though I'd rather stick to pole bending, this is one lovely jamboree. Don't tell anyone I said that. I have a reputation to uphold. Hey now, Josh. Reputations and egos like that just simply should not be upheld if it deteriorates from people being able to enjoy an event together. See, I'm wearing fancy clothes, so clearly I can speak highly of these kinds of things. But alright, so let's go ahead and figure out what I can help out with. I want to start with Luciana here. Welcome to the Jorvik Stables open house. May I humbly offer you a tour of the historically significant Jorvik Stables? Well, I am wearing historically significant, amazing outfits, so... Oh, it's you, Saga! Hello! Apologies. I'm still practicing my welcome speech for the guest. I wouldn't have thought it myself, but this is a lot tougher than it looks. When Johanna first asked me if I wanted to volunteer at this event, I thought that the monkeys were biting me. Wait, what? Oh! I remember now. The monkeys, did Isabel at Diggory run wild again? That's right. Oh, apologies. It's a Portuguese idiom, meaning I was intrigued. Sorry, it seems like that one didn't translate well. Okay, I thought she was hanging out with the monkey that Isabel had. Oh, her horse is so cute. Volunteering as a tour guide here is a really exciting opportunity. I love history and could talk about this stuff for hours. Talking in front of people makes me nervous, though, even with Syro by my side. Oh, Syro, you're beautiful. And look at that saddle. Do you guys know where that saddle is from? Because that saddle is glorious. I've read everything there is to read about this historic landmark, and I'd like to make sure I don't bore my audience with too much detail. See, hey, Syro! See, the thing is, when Chips and I go on these kinds of events, because he is a historian and because I love details, we're the people who want to know, like, the most about things because it's all connected. It's only boring if you think that, like, oh, this building or this breed of rose that are here have no significance to my life. But everything in this world is connected, and it's just a matter of staying curious enough to dig out the really fun questions. Oh, Syro, you're not exactly the target audience here. Saga, could you help me practice my tour? It would mean the world to me. Of course I can, dear. Who knows if you'll be able to do this again next year. So, well, I don't mean that in a... that came out a lot worse than I meant. I meant just, I don't know if she will be interested next year, so I want to memorialize the occasion. It would be great if you could lend me your ear. What do you say? Are you and Rostone ready to be entranced by the history, legends, and mysteries of Jorvik Stables? Maybe this is like an introduction to some mysteries that might happen here. That would be really cool. Of course we are. Oh, look at her go! This is so fun! And then you get like a little tour of the place. This is the first stop on our little tour. What'd I just say? The historic Jorvik Stable Barn. Regrettably, this is not the original barn from Jan Jarl's days. The original barn was lost after an earthquake shook the island on 1871. Granted, that still makes this barn over 100 years old and quite the artifact. Artifact? One in dire need of renovation, if you ask me. It's a real fire hazard. I wonder if they're about to do a big update to all of this. Tell me more about the earthquake, though. Rumor has it that this was no natural earthquake, but caused by a duel between Maurice Buttergood and Bernard Winterwell XII, all the way down in Epina. The two families had been rivals ever since the first Bernard Winterwell led a rebellion against the Buttergoods back in 1588. The feud escalated over the next 200 years, and the descendants managed to blow themselves up while dueling in front of their dynamite factory. Very smart. What? I haven't been down to that part of Jorvik yet. There's A, dynamite factory. B, some family thought it was a good idea to duel with dynamite. Oh my gosh. Jorvian history can be a bit strange sometimes. Shall we continue? And it caused an earthquake? What the heck? That was a lot more hilarious than I was expecting. Holy cow. Oh, in we go. Ah, here's where we are going next. Got it. Also, these guys are all for sale, but I'm quite happy with the amount of horses we have right now, so I won't be purchasing any new horses for a while, but you guys, I hope you snagged the one you wanted while they were here. This is the old riding hall. It used to be the center of all equestrian events here in Jorvik Stables, but it's been closed for ages. There are all sorts of rumors for why it's been closed so long, and the variety of theories is quite impressive. It pretty much ranges from the proprietor being broke to being haunted. Maybe the same thing. Let's see, haunted? Let's see. Haunted? The story goes that the ghost of Herman's great aunt. It's the ghost of Herman's great aunt. Apparently, she was a super successful equestrian and was competed in all classes. It was frowned upon that at the time that a woman would compete and with a regular saddle to boot. But she was strong-willed and very ambitious, so the night before the Grand Prix de Jorvik, she was up late in this very riding hall, trying out her choreography until late at night. They say that in the morning she was still nowhere to be found, but that a pinkish dust still marks her footprints to this day. Whoa, so she just disappeared? Whoa, that's kind of spooky. Gosh, now I'm all excited to like learn a little bit more about this. Rostone seems concerned too. Rostone, you're okay, girl. She really wants to see what Tan is up to, apparently. She keeps balking literally right in front of them. This is so cool. I love all the roses. The Grand Outdoors Arena, home to several grand competitions, and the horse market when they're in town. Apparently, it also used to be a popular stage for concerts. The place is actually quite old. Apparently, this ground used to be where the National Assembly was held, dating back to the 14th century. That's so cool. A long time ago, actually. Indeed, it was 1306 that Jorwaldian Day was formally introduced as an annual assembly of the clan chiefs. This place was both a parliament and the Supreme Court, so they made laws and ruled on disputes and such. Every 3 years, they elected a new law speaker to oversee the assembly and rule in case of disagreement. These law speakers lived dangerous lives. People were a lot less friendly back then, if you catch my drift. You're such a clown, Zero, and I still love you. Huh. I wonder if that has something to do with the ghosts. Because if you think about it, if this was kind of a, like, dueling ground for people trying to uphold laws, because back in the day, it used to be if you had the most force, you could uphold the law, basically. I think, am I supposed to go around a little bit? Is there a spot over... Oh, there is a spot over here! See, look! Magic! If you squint, you can catch a glimpse of the most remarkable landmark in South New Jorvik, the Lighthouse. Just kidding, it's quite visible, which is the whole point of a lighthouse. Am I right? That was kind of cute. Oh my gosh. It is said after a particularly bad, night out on the town, Urban Jarl sailed into the bay on a bet that he could steer his brig by himself without a crew. It was a cold autumn night, and even though he got out of the harbor, he got lost in the fog. According to legend, he saw a golden horse standing on the shore where the lighthouse is now. While turning, he ran his ship on aground, though, and had to swim home. But he survived, so that's good, right? Legend has it that this was the beginning of the downfall of the Jarl family. Your ignorance shocks me, dearest. Oh, I love her. She's so cute. Oh, but I've never really paid much attention to the Jarl family, but as time is going on, oh, mushroom. But as time is going on, I'm beginning to realize it's probably very important to be paying attention to the history of the island. And, oh geez, of course it is. I'm in love with a historian. I know the consequences. Ah, the petting zoo. Not a part of the official tour, but I couldn't resist. Look at that pig. It's so happy. On a more related note, though, Jorvik Stables housed a petting zoo back in the 50s. Do you want to guess what the kids could pet back then? Enlighten me, actually. The story goes that when the first Icelandics came to Jorvik, people didn't know what to do with them. They thought they were too small for adults and too energetic for kids. And the vets thought the ices were lame when they tolted. Ridiculous, right? So they put them in petting zoos because they were so pretty and fluffy and calm when handling them. It took a while before people discovered that these ponies could carry an adult without issue. Let's move on. I know you'll love what comes next. This is actually really cool. Like learning more about the lore of the land? Oh, look at the bard. Oh, I really need to help out over there too. Oh, Puppy Haven, what a cute last name. I love seeing all of the last names that all of you have chosen. Absolutely awesome. Last but not least, the broodmares. Aren't they gorgeous? They used to focus mostly on Yorvian Warmblood horses here, but now they breed character-strong sport horses of all breeds. At least that's what it says on the website. What is the history of the Jorvik Warmblood? That's actually what my beloved Melody Warrior is. The history of the Jorvik Warmblood started with the horses brought here by the first human settlers, long before Jan Jarl and the Vikings showed up. They say they were wild horses on Jorvik, even before the people came here, but that's probably nonsense. Even if you look at the funky coat colors and all that, horses don't grow on trees, you know? These presumed wild horses must have come from somewhere. Until someone proves me wrong, I'll go with the theory that the Kalter brought them during the Ice Age when the ice bridge connected Jorvik to Scandinavia. Whoa. Now you don't want to leave? Why am I not surprised? That was really cool. I love thinking about all of that too. Because, like, there are what we would consider kind of like feral herd of horses, but there's only one truly wild species of horse left, and it is in the Mongolian steppe. Pervotsky's horse. I always am going to mispronounce that. They've been around for a long time, so I'd actually like to know their name from more of a native tongue. I'll have to ask my beloved Chips about that. That's kind of his area of specialties. But alright. And that brings us to the end of our tour of Jorvik Stables. I hope I didn't babble. That was really cute! Thank you for letting me practice my guided tour with you, Saga. Everyone in Jorvik Stables really likes me now because we were so nice to her. Oh my gosh, you guys. That's so sweet. So we listened to their tour. We appreciate, that is such a good life lesson, actually. Really, what a lot of people want when they open up their homes like this and try to share what is so special about their world with you is just that you can be patient, like, you know, like put your phone away, listen, really engage with questions, and just appreciate that although why the history of a lighthouse may not like be important to you may not be immediately obvious, just treat everybody with respect, and that's the way to do it. You know what I mean? Chips and I are getting ready to travel the world quite a lot, and when we go, I want to be able to appreciate the small things too, not just what could entertain me or what my favorite things are to do, but also I really want to be able to appreciate, like, how old is that barn? If it's important to somebody, I want to listen. So we listened with respect, and now feel free to look around everywhere at this marvelous event. I tried cuddling that foal in the petting zoo earlier, but Seri gave me the stink eye of the week. Oh, she's so cute. And now, as a result, the people here at the stables like us even more. That is so cool. So yeah, just listen with respect if you guys get the opportunity to in the future. But alright, there is not much left to do here actually, but we will take our wonderful Rosestone out on a few races next time because she is so close to level 15 and I'm sure she would appreciate it. And I think that Thistledown and Twilight Sprinkle Star Sky Pelt are definitely enjoying their lovely date day here among the roses. So we will carry on with a little bit more of the exploring of the open house next time. And after that, it will finally be time to go get Silver Secret and investigate the mystery of GED up in the mountains. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, Joanna's looking for me for the chores. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.